Today I will expose the sad truth about the Hollywood studio logos. If you're new here, my name is Mats and you have to subscribe because we're about to hit that 10,000 subscribers and maybe tomorrow you will get a Netflix and a Disney Plus membership under your pillow, but only if you subscribe my channel. Okay, we start with the first, and it is DreamWorks. Everybody knows DreamWorks. The boy is sitting and relaxing on the moon, and he's fishing for some fishes in the air, in the sky. It's normal to fish there. Okay, I'm excited about the story behind that logo.
One day back in 1994, three brilliant people got together. Director Steven Spielberg, Disney director Jeffrey Katzenberg, and music producer David Geffen. They decided to...
Okay, I only know Steven Spielberg, but I didn't know that he is one of the founders of DreamWorks. Wow.
Create a new film studio that's now known as DreamWorks.
Did you know that?
We associate the company's name with the fishing boy of the logo. Yeah, the one sitting on the moon.
Yeah, okay.
But the original idea was actually slightly different. They were originally looking for a computer-generated image of a man fishing from the moon. But visual effects artist Dennis Muren, who was then working along with Spielberg, insisted on making the logo by hand. And so they asked illustrator Robert Hunt to draw it. Hunt was called in to execute the final image on which the motion version was based. It took Hunt 3 months to complete the final motion logo with the boy fishing from the moon. Spielberg loved this.
I love that logo. It is a crazy idea to put a little boy on the moon and he's fishing. That's a little bit weird in the first moment, but the guys keep it in mind and you keep it in your brain. So it's very nice.
Nice. By the way, the moon boy is William Hunt, the son of the illustrator.
The illustrator draws his own son, and this is the boy sitting on the moon. What the heck? What the heck? This is incredible. Yeah. Okay. So at the end, it was only the illustrator has a nice idea. So no big story behind that. Only that the fact that this is his own son who's sitting on the moon. Okay. The next one is Paramount Pictures. I think this is the logo with the Mount Everest and the stars around it.
Paramount Pictures Company was created in 1912 by Adolf Zucker, a film investor, and the Froman brothers.
This is an old film studio because DreamWorks is very new. DreamWorks was founded in 1994. This is from 1912. So I think this has maybe a nice historical story.
Theatre magnates at the time. Originally, the studio went by another name, Famous Players Film Company. The famous Paramount Pictures logo shows a majestic mountain peak covered in snow and surrounded by a ring of stars.
Yes.
It was created by the illustrator William...
I love that intro too. When the stars is striping that water and then they go around the mountain. I love that intro.
Hodkinson, who based his work on the Ben Lomond Mountain in Utah, where he spent his childhood. The original
it isn't the Mount Everest. Okay, sorry for that, guys. It's another mountain in Utah.
It had 24 stars. One for every movie star that back then had a contract with the studio. However, now...
Aha, okay, 24 stars for the movie stars who has a contract with them.
Nowadays there are only 22, and no one knows why. Eventually the logo changed a bit. Now, as a result of technological development, instead of the original mountain picture, we see a computer-generated image. Columbia.
Okay, this is awesome. Wow. Okay, the next one is Columbia Pictures. Okay, Columbia Pictures, you ever know. This is like the Statue of Freedom, but
a woman holding
only
a torch,
woman,
a symbol of America, was
holding a light or something like that, like a torch.
Created in 1924 and showed a lady draped in a US flag and holding a torch. There were no clouds in the background, and the forehead of the woman was covered with a headdress. It looked very...
You have to know that this is so old. You see, the animations back then is so worse. Today, any amateur, anybody who only has some skills with video editing can make this one here. Back then, it was heavy to create something like that. But with the technology and the computers from nowadays, it's so easy.
And the whole picture looked more like a sketch. 6 years later, the logo was improved. The lady became more elegant. She coiffed her hair and lost the headdress, and the flag was now barely seen.
Yeah. Everybody knows their intros and their logos, but if you ask me which movie is from that film studio, I couldn't answer you. I don't know film. Don't know if it's Disney, DreamWorks, Columbia, or something like that. I don't know any movie. I think all movies from Steven Spielberg are DreamWorks, of course, because Steven Spielberg is behind that. But I don't know the film studio behind every movie.
I don't know.
Font was now different, the letters got bigger, and the
Who keep that in mind when you watch a movie? Do you keep that in mind which film studio it is?
writing was
Don't
now
know.
behind the girl. But the most important thing was that the empty background was now filled with clouds, and the torch was no longer flickering and blinking, but glowing smoothly instead. In the next few years, the
It's
logo was
insane to see the history, okay? First it was clear, now there are clouds in the background, and so year after year the screen is filled with new elements, and now we have the finished or the most updated version of the intro.
slightly changed, and the word pictures was added. But the now classic look of the logo was created in 1993, after Columbia Pictures was bought by Sony.
Yeah, this one is the most recent, I think.
The logo was
From
repainted
1993.
digitally by New Orleans artist Michael Diaz. Michael Diaz hired Jenny Joseph as a model for the logo. Diaz decided that the flame shouldn't be so bright and that the logo should mainly focus on the girl. Therefore, she was redrawn more elegant and tender than ever before.
Yeah,
Finally, in
okay.
1996,
Awesome, there's a model for that.
the animation was changed. First, you could
Imagine
see
being that woman standing there and watching a movie with that intro, and yeah, that's me, that's me. Yeah, of course, that's me. Okay, the next one is Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, so MGM. Everybody knows that intro because it's very striking to see that lion screaming into the screen to the viewers, to the audience, and everybody knows that intro.
1924, American lyricist Howard Dietz created a logo for the Goldwyn Pictures depicting Leo the lion roaring. That's how the lion story started. Over the years, at least 7 lions interpreted Leo.
So they filmed a lion screaming, or not screaming is the wrong word, roar is the right word. Okay, so I have to learn some vocabulary, sorry for that guys, you know, my English is not perfect. Yeah, I'm from Germany, but I improve my English from day to day. So yeah, the lion is roaring, and
The first lion was Slats, but the logo was noiseless, so Slats was there only for decoration. The next one, Jackie, was the first one to roar, although back then the films were silent. The roar was recorded with the special equipment, and in each cinema there was a phonograph placed behind the screen to reproduce the sound during the opening. Then there were 2 others, Telly and Coffee, but we don't know much about them. Then there was Tanner, famous for its perfect mane. And finally, in 1957, the studio shot the logo featuring its most famous lion, the one we all know from our childhood. He is called Leo, and he's the one we still see on the logo. By the way, no lions were harmed on the set, so don't believe any stupid rumors. If someone shows you a picture to prove you otherwise, just know that it is fake.
Okay, of course. I've never thought that this logo is real. You don't have to do that. You only have to film a lion roaring. Then you have to make it in a video editing program, and then you put the mask on, and then you can make the intro. You don't have to make something like that. You don't have to torture that lion, okay? The poor lion. But this is awesome, okay? That there's so many lions roaring, and now we have the final version of it. But yeah, of course, yeah, it's a real lion, of course. Yeah. Okay, awesome facts, guys. I'm very excited about that. I haven't known these facts. Now you know the sad truth behind that Hollywood studio logos. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and of course subscribe to my channel. My name is Mats, and let us hit the 10,000 subscribers. That would be great. I'm very glad about that. Thanks to everyone for your support. We will see each other tomorrow in the next video. Bye bye, guys.